Welcome. I'd like to show you just a few little experiments with rocks. I have a piece of granite type rock here, and I'm going to heat this up. This has, of course, feldspar and other quartz type material, and it will tend to pop. But what I'm doing here is showing you that with my torch I can make lava. Lava is molten rock, at least 13 to 1400 degrees. You can tell there's some popping in it from the quartz type material. There you go, lava. Now, this over here I want to do first. This is a piece of basalt. Now we're told that this came right out of a volcano. And so, what we're demonstrating here, if basalt was out of a volcano, it would have already been in heat, probably several thousand degrees. If it had been in magma. But as you'll notice, the salt is melting before your eyes. And we're going to, look at that, just molten right down. Okay, I'm going to let that cool just a second. Now, I'm going to heat a piece of quartz. You can see you've got a beautiful hexagonal piece of quartz here. And the crust is, we're told, and you can Google it also, that it's 90% silicates or quartz-like material. So the crust of the earth should have been in a melt. It should have been in a very high heat condition, probably several thousand degrees. So quartz should have already been in a melt, and let's see how it reacts to heat. Look at that. It cannot even stand heat. And why is that? Because there's so much water in it, in its formation. And in fact, I have several that have water bubbles inside of them. Now here we have a piece of beautiful obsidian. Found that down by the railroad tracks. They actually used it for feel, but you can see the shiny surface. Now this, I'm told, comes directly right out of a volcano. And let's see, this should act like glass. It shouldn't even be affected by heat, so let's just see what happens. Look at that. It cannot. Wow, and dangerous too. So, obsidian has so much water in it that it cannot withstand any heat at all. Now notice what's happened here. Notice this has turned into a beautiful black glass, meaning this basalt that's supposedly all over the hills of Cedar and St. George should already have been in a hot molten, and here it is, when you heat it up it melts into glass. Also notice this, even this piece of granite type rock here is molten and it has turned into glass. So there you go, just to give you an idea that most of all the rocks have lots of water. They were created in water in a hydrothermal condition. Thanks.